skill. You need to watch your words, watch the tone, and and then understand your audience to express excellently. And in expressing words, it's important that you start with yourself. In starting with yourself is one way to go as a leader. And what does that mean? That means that you have to speak to yourself positively. You need to be kind with words when you're speaking to yourself. Even when the day is not looking like you want it to, even when things are not going the way you want it to, even when situations like you cannot even explain them, right? So it's important to speak kindly to yourself. You tell yourself that this that you are smart is a good way to go. I am courageous. I'm not afraid. I am strong. I can do this. I will try again and again and again until I get it. Works like that. And I will go far and I'll be great. I am great. I am blessed among the blessed. Things like that are positive declarations, right? That girls can say to themselves. You can also just simply say, I am bold, beautiful, and great. You can say that to yourself. You can say to yourself, I am enough. Because sometimes it feels like you're not. It does happen, right? And sometimes you feel like you're overwhelmed with school activities, you're overwhelmed with everything happening at home, maybe the church, and maybe catching up with the projects and all of that. It does happen. Every day, new things keep coming up. And for you to be a leader, there's a level of discipline you need to apply every day. You know that you need to do some certain things, and that has to do that's where your communication. You need to communicate to yourself with the to-do list, right? You need to write those things down that you need to do daily, right? So you need to have to start with yourself. And when you begin to do that for yourself, you find that you easily lead others because you just be setting an example. People will be learning from you. So that's the small way to go to portray yourself. And if you discipline yourself to exhibit excellent appearance, excellent behavior, and communication, I'm not saying you're going to get it all right every day, right? Let's be very frank about that. You might not tick all the boxes daily, but just the thing is you keep trying, right? You keep trying your best, keep putting in the effort. The more you do that, the better you become, right? Don't beat yourself up whenever you make any mistake. Please don't do that to yourself. Just put it that you can do this and just put in the effort, right? Excellent appearance is key as a leader. Excellent behavior is key as a leader. Excellent communication is key as a leader. Though we're not asking you for perfection, we're saying that progress is important. And how do you attain progress? It's when you put in the effort every day, right? You pay attention to your hygiene, you pay attention to how you respect yourself, others, and God, how you position yourself, how you speak to yourself, how you speak to people around you. And one of the very common words I love to share when speaking to people, because we're speaking to excellent appearance, behavioral communication. At communication is to use your magic words. Yeah, it's very easy. Just use thank you, sorry, excuse me. All of those things work like magic. Yes, they work. And when you use that, people tend to listen to you more. But start with yourself. Even sometimes excuse yourself. Like, oh, Tina, take a break. Let me see, like to take a break. You can do that too as you own go. Then, having said all of this, these are just a bit here and there I want to just mention as leaders because you are, as you are in school, wherever you find yourself, please project all this. Make sure that you look the part that even you're going to school, you're not that girl looking rough or unkept going to school. Or you're going to church and looking like that girl that did not iron her, you didn't iron your clothes and you're going, not you, right? You pay attention to your nails too. You pay attention to your lips. Please use your lip balm, right? Pay attention to how you take your bath, right, dog? And those around puberty stage, please pay attention to your face. Get to watch it repeatedly, like time to time, throughout the day. Very okay. Just keep that face clean and fresh, clean water, please. Take your hands away from your face. Right, that's another topic for another day, though, but I needed to mention it. Yes, I get to mention it. Then when it comes to your views, we've spoken to that, communication was spoken to that. And there's one thing I love to say whenever I get to speak to young girls like you, I tell you that no one is you. That's your superpower. You are exceptional. You are unique. Everything and how you are is enough. and they are here for a purpose. They are here to make a difference. I'm not saying that you sometimes might not find some things challenging, yet you will. And so you need a community where you get support, where you're being cheered on. And one community I would definitely put out there is the Bold, Beautiful, and Brave Girls Club. It's a place I would advise every young girl to be. And it's interesting that we meet every week. Yes, we meet every week. And that's where we're raising leaders, we're raising support system for ourselves as young adults, and then we're projecting that in our various schools. So, and if you're interested in joining the board from Great Girls Club, it's for girls age 4 to 16. At the moment, we're only taking 6 to 16 at the virtual space, age 6 to 16. So that's the range for our club members. Then we have the Bold, Beautiful, and Great Girls Mental Circle. That very circle accommodates girls from age 16 and above. Yes, that's where we have the mental circle. So most of them are undergraduates, a few are graduates, and it's been an interesting community because we get to share information and also support each other and also cheer each other on. And it's important because we need to have like mind, like relate to like mind to also be in a space where people celebrate you and not make you feel uncomfortable while you're even trying your best to be the best of you. And some persons are kind of making you feel like you're not trying enough. No. So that's a space I would say it's safe for you. We actually have this community that is safe for every young girl to try. And if you're interested, so your parents will be reaching out to us. I know you're using most of their Instagram handle to watch this. You can send us a DM. Definitely will respond to you within the next 24 hours. And at this point, I want to stop and open the and look through the question section to see if you have any question. Please drop your questions now. Your question might not be related to today's topic, right? And I want to also hear if you don't have a question, you have a contribution, you want to say something to that has been discussed, of course, you can share. If you want to even join in live to share your thoughts too, sure. I could just, yes, just let me know and I'll just add you. Just drop it on the chat box there, and then I could just add you. So I want to hear you just speak now. It's your turn. I'm returning the virtual mic to you. So please ask your question. This is question and answer time. And then if you have questions relating to the topic discussed today, please ask the questions too. I think we'll start with that. Questions from today's topic, questions from what our speakers have shared with us, their voices in policy making. Let's start with that, then we'll move to other questions. If there are any questions, please drop it on the chat box and they will be responding. Thank you. So I think I'll be waiting for the questions, please. Please go ahead and drop your questions. Please go ahead, drop your questions, please. Thank you. Thank you for the heart. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, girl power. Yes, J, divine favor.